I just wanted to share today some insights that I've been having from some of the phone calls and coaching sessions that I've been on. There seems to be a little bit of a trend that this is a tricky time of year. There's some of you that are losing clients. There's some of you that can't seem to secure some prospecting calls. There's some of you where the marketing isn't translating in what it is that you want to have happen. Some of you are worried about money. I just wanted to connect with you and say, hey, you're good. I see you. I know that this can be a tricky time of year. The thing about October, November is there's two worlds that are colliding. There's one, the visionary world of what can I do to make this year end really powerfully? So there's this internal drive to have some huge success so that this year goes on the record books. At the same time, there's this reflection that's coming in of what's been going really well this year or what has been tricky this year. And we tend to sometimes focus on the negative that happens. So here's what I'd love to share with you or invite you to consider. Having tricky times in the year is a very normal part of business. There's going to be flows and there's going to be ebbs. With money, same thing. There's going to be flows of money into your business where more is coming in that's going out. And there's also going to be some times where there's an ebb where more money is going out that's coming in. It's cyclical. Business is cyclical. The seasons are cyclical. Everything runs in its own and takes its own course. So what can you do about surviving if it's being tricky? Well, the number one thing that happens before anything else is an internal belief. It's trust. And trust is really hard when we don't have proof that something may work out. But when you trust that your passion can outweigh any challenge that's standing in your way, when you trust that your systems will generate what it is that you want to have happen, trusting you and your success is the number one way to survive when your business is in an ebb. Secondly, it's time to take stock of what's going on. Make a list of what's working really well in your business right now so that you can see and have an anchor point of the success. Then, once we have the success, then make a list of what's not going so well. What is really frustrating? If it's money, let's understand why money is being challenging right now. If it's new clients not coming in, let's understand and look and see where the holes are in your funnel so that you can make shifts. I see it time and time again where all that's needed is a small pivot in what it is that you're doing to get the results that you want. But if you don't take the time to understand exactly what's going really well and what is not going so smoothly, then you're never going to be able to make that pivot to get different results. The third thing is you. When you show up powerfully, with clarity about where you're going, with the confidence that you bring to the marketplace, with calm, not frenetic, then you start to get results. Because don't forget, when people buy from you, they're buying by how you make them feel. If you're translating your frenetic or your scarcity on them, they're not going to buy into that. If you're sharing your calm, your clarity, and your confidence with them, that is what they most likely want as well. So there are 3 ways to survive the ebb within your business when things aren't going so well. So number 1, shift back to trust and reconnect with that vision of what you're building and dig into the passion that's behind the work that you do. The passion has to be stronger than the challenges that you're facing. Number 2, do an audit. What's going really well and what's not going so well, and where do you need to shift or pivot to get different results? And number 3, take care of you. Self-care comes from having space around you. Self-care and clarity, calm, and confidence doesn't come from running and working 27 hours in a day. It comes from getting a good night's sleep. It comes from moving your body, feeding yourself well, taking the space to get clear on what you're doing and where you're going so that you can make strategic power moves every step of the way. So if you're listening to this and things are feeling a bit challenging or tricky, I get you. I understand completely. But it's in your power to shift that ebb into a flow cycle, and it's just 3 small steps that you can make. We'll talk to you soon.